Hi, I'm Carly,
And I'm Dorian.
and we are presenting on the article called Well-Loved Music Robustly Relieves Pain. So some of the background information that we researched was music has been perceived to have pain-relieving effects, but the mechanisms behind it still remain unclear. And previous studies have shown analgesic components on the idea of music relieving pain. Therefore, this study that we are researching focused on verifying those studies' results. So the study was comprised of 2 sessions, and they were conducted with 48 healthy experiment-naive participants. So they had adults from 18 to 50 with a BMI of less than 30, and that was the inclusion. And then participants who were excluded out of the experiment were people who have a current major medical, neurological, or psychiatric disease, non-fluent speakers of English, and if they have a Beck Depression Inventory score of greater than 13, or if they've had previous experience in pain experiments, and current or previous ENT, which is ear, nose, and throat, or hearing issues, were all excluded from the study. And then 36 of them were put into 3 different treatment groups. There was a music enhanced group with positive expectancy, and this was the music conditioning group. And then there was a non-musical sound enhanced with positive expectancy, and that was the non-musical sound conditioning group. And then there was the no expectancy enhancement, which is the no conditioning group. And then to verify the results, there was a replication of expectancy manipulation on music, which consisted of only 12 participants, and they only received expectancy-enhanced music following the main experiment. And then the outcome measures had the primary subjective pain ratings to noxious heat stimuli and changes in treatment expectations, which is the expectancy of relief scale. So what they did in this experiment, in the conditioning groups, the participants received a conditioning expectancy manipulation, which was to enhance the expectations of pain relief in response to their treatment. The conditioning group was told exactly this: today we're testing a treatment for pain that is not yet in clinical use. The reason we're using whatever frequency filtered sound or whatever selected music that they chose is because previous studies have shown it to have pain relieving properties. This is what we're testing today, and we're just comparing it to the sound, the music, and silence. So that's exactly what they were told in the study. And then in the no conditioning group, instructors told their participants that their selected music could have pain relieving effects, and then they received 2 pain levels with no music paired. Next, every group went through testing with stimuli identical to the baseline of 3 spots on their left arm in the conditions of music, sound, and silence, and they put it on their left arm this time because they tried it on their right arm first, so they didn't want to have it on their right arm again because they would already have felt the pain and it would have been numb after that. Also, the pain that they were given was just little shocks.
So in terms of the songs that the participants chose, there were certain criteria that had to be met. For example, it had to be at least 4 minutes long. They had to have been familiar with it for at least a few years. They needed to be able to listen to it repeatedly so they wouldn't get tired of it. It had to be a variety of genres from relaxing to energetic. It was not allowed to have any specific memories associated with it, or it couldn't give you chills when you listened to it. And they were not supposed to have seen the music video for any of the music that they chose. So the results showed that the most dramatic one that you can see here is that for the conditioned music group, they expected that the pain would be relieved the most out of all of them. And they expected the least that the pain would be relieved.
You're right.
Yeah. With the no conditioning sound group.
So the conditioned music was expected to, out of all the times, relieve pain, and then whenever they weren't given anything, it just was not supposed to relieve pain at all. And then that was their hypothesis, and obviously it was proved correct from these results.
So, as a continuation of the results, they found that music is in fact superior to sound in decreasing pain, and sound is superior to silence in decreasing pain. Additionally, they found that music had a significantly higher positive expectancy, meaning that the participants expected that listening to their own music would relieve more pain than the other two categories. And music was the best at relieving pain, irrespective of which conditioning they received. And because of what they were told, the participants, before the experiment began, this could be attributed partly to the placebo effect, since if they were told that studies have been done proving that music does relieve pain, then they could expect that the pain would be relieved, which would relieve the pain. They found that music selected for use in this experiment could have strongly activated dopaminergic pleasure centers, and specifically the nucleus accumbens, implicated within analgesia as well, meaning that the music that you listen to could have activated dopamine centers in your brain, which could be another reason for pain relief. And social suggestion may have also played a role and influenced conscious expectation. And there was actually a study recently done where a woman gave birth and she chose classical music to listen to, and they found that it was a much more enjoyable experience for her, and additionally it did have pain relieving properties and results. So that's something to think about for the future.
And that's it. So thank you.